Good morning. Today we're going to be doing lesson, I think 5-3. Yep. So 5-3. Okay, and this is more estimating quotients. Okay, estimating quotients, and that is division still. So quotients are the answer to a division problem. And this is like exactly the same thing you did in 5-2, just with a little bit larger numbers. So that just means when you estimate, you're going to have more zeros at the end. So let's go over that. So let's say we have the problem. I'm going to do the example on page 178, this one right here. And that is 1,320 divided by 6. Okay, I'm going to grab a multiplication chart here. Okay, so our steps for the other problems, we'll just write steps here. Okay, so step 1 is to go to your multiplication table and find 6. So find 6 on the multiplication table. Okay, so we go to 6. Okay. And then you go down until you get to a number that's close to these first two digits, close to 13, okay? Because we're going to be using finding compatible numbers. We're not rounding because we want to find a number that 6 goes into evenly that is close to 13. Okay, so if I go to 6 and I go down, 12 is close to 13. 18 is too much, 6 is too little, so 12 is the closest to 13. So then we're going to say find the multiple of 6 that is closest to 13. Okay, so, and then we're going to change 13. Okay, so I'm going to change 13 to 12. And then whatever numbers are left after the 13 on my new number, I'm just writing 0. So there's 2 numbers left. So I'm going to write 2 zeros. So that is my new number that I'm using to estimate. Okay, that's my compatible number because I know that 6 will go into 12 evenly, and it's close to 13, 1,320. So it'll give me a good idea of what my answer would be. Okay, so my new problem then is going to be 1,200 divided by 6. Okay, so now you're using this pattern that you've done before, right here. Okay, so you're gonna figure out 6 times what is 12. Okay, so 2. So that means that 12 divided by 6 is 2. And then your 1 0 and your other 0. Okay, so this pattern we've done a lot. Okay, so it's saying 12. Well, the way they're doing it in the book is 6 times blank equals 12. Okay, and so that would be a 2. All right, or you could do it 12 divided by blank equals 6. And the way that I do that on the multiplication table is I go to 6 I go down to 12 and then I look over, oops, wrong way. Then I look over and that's 2. So 6 goes into 12 2 times, okay? So either way, you're gonna get a 2. And then these 2 zeros that you've got here on the end just get added on to your answer. So 1,200 divided by 6 is 200. And this is your estimated answer. So let's finish our steps. What did we do? We found 6 on the multiplication table. We found the multiple of 6 that's closest to 13. We changed 13 to 12. Okay. Then we added on our zeros for the remaining place values. And then we divided. So 4 is divided. Okay. And we divided using our fact families. Okay, because we know that 6 times 2 is 12, which means that 12 divided by 2 must be 6. Okay, so we can write here, divide using fact families. Okay, so you probably want to write these steps down in your math notebook so that when you go on to do the rest of the problems, you can just follow those steps because they're all done the same way. So you could pause the video, write that down, and then I'm gonna erase this and we'll do a couple more examples. Okay, so let's take a look at page 179 and let's see. Let's do number 3. So that's 3,340 divided by 8. Okay, so this is number 3 on page 179. Okay, so again, you're not rounding, okay? You're finding a compatible number. If you rounded, like if I rounded this down to 30, because 3 is lower than 5, so that would round down to 3,000. If I rounded down, 8 does not go into 30 evenly. Like if I did my multiples of 8, 16, 24, 32, I don't get 30. Okay, so I'm not rounding. I'm using a compatible number. I need to find a number that is close to 33. Okay, but I'm not rounding, okay? I'm just finding a number that's closest to 33 that 8 goes into evenly, okay? That's part of 8's fact family with a number close to 33. Okay, I'm making myself laugh. So the way that I do that is follow my steps from before. Number 1, I'm going to go to 8 on the multiplication chart. Okay, I'm going to go to 8. And I'm going to go down and find a number as close to 33 as I can. So that's 32. Okay. And then I look over and I see how many multiples I had to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 to get to 32. Okay. 4. So that's how many times 8 goes into 32. You don't count the 0. Okay, there's 1, there's 8, 16, 24, 32. That's 4. Okay. So I rewrite this as I change the 33 to 32, and for the rest of the digits, I put zeros. So that's 2 digits, so I put 2 zeros. So 3,200 divided by 8. So then I'm doing 32 divided by 8. And I looked on my table and I said, okay, how many times does 8 go into 32? And I looked over and it's 4. So 4. Okay? Then I still have these 2 zeros that need to get added on. Okay? So it would be 3,200 divided by 8 equals 400. Because you've got these 2 zeros that need to go on. Okay? So let's try another one where we skip this step and we just go straight from here to here. Okay? In fact, I can just go from here to here and put equals 400, and then my problem is just this big. Okay? I can skip all this. I don't have to write all this out every time. Okay? So I'm going to erase this and we're going to try another one. Okay, so that's, let's do number 4 on the same page, page 179. So 2,943 divided by 7. Okay, so following my steps, I'm going to go to 7 on my multiplication table. I'm going to go down and find a number that's close to 29. That's 28. Okay, and then if I look over, that's 4 times. Okay, so 7 goes into 28 4 times. Okay, so I'm going to come over here. I'm going to change 29 to 28. I'm going to add my 2 zeros for the remaining digits. And say divided by 7. And then I'm going to skip all the extra steps. And I'm just going to say 28 divided by 7 is 4. And I have 2 zeros to add on. And that's it. Okay, so short and sweet. All right, so I'm going to erase this and I'm going to assign you your problems. Okay, and then I have on the computer here the specific problems that you guys need to do. Let me get it. All right, so, 3 is one of them. I already did 3. So you're going to do 5. So pages 179 and 180. Okay, you're going to do problems 3, which I already did, so you can copy that one down. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 25, 27, and 28. Okay, so you can go ahead and go in your book to page 179 and 180 and circle, just circle 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, all those. So you know which ones you're going to do when you stop the video. And let me move this. Okay, so you can just go through in here and just circle 3, 5, 7. So it's all odd problems. Then on the back, it's 25, 27, and 28. 25, 27, and 28. So these are all using the division, estimating the quotients that we did today. Okay, so that's it, and I will see you next time for lesson 5-4. All right, you guys have a good day. Bye.